What are we doing? What is the plan here?
It's a real shame what they're doing. It's very Cowboys-esque, Packers-esque. With that, we can move on to our second place team. It's not the Cincinnati Bengals, Christian, so you might want to change your tabs up. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers. They somehow won 10 games last year. I don't know if everybody remembers that. But, yeah, they were in the playoffs, if y'all forgot that as well. Lost to the Ravens.
They do that, too.
And to be honest, Christian, look, I really pride ourselves on how much analysis we bring, right? Because, like, we're not just listing off depth charts. Like, we're able to go in. We're talking about what these players bring, what they do, etc. And I feel like we're pretty good at it. This is going to be, and you know, the other teams might be a little bit like this as well. There's really not going to be much player analysis. I mean, I feel like this is about to be 20 minutes of us just complaining about the Steelers and what they are.
I am so ready to complain.
All right, so I'll go first complaining, and then I'll let you complain. So my first complaint. What is so funny about this team to me is, you remember like 5 years ago when that Mike Tomlin stat like first kind of cropped up and everybody's like, hey, you know Mike Tomlin's never had a losing season. And everybody was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Mike Tomlin is so good. He's never had a losing. Man, that just really speaks to how good of a coach Mike Tomlin is. And now 5 years later, nobody cares. Nobody cares about that. They're just like, yeah, dude, okay. It's like embarrassing. All right, Christian, that's my first complaint. I'll let you give a complaint now.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
What is the plan here? We're just building it just feels like the greatest hits, like from an artist that like recently passed away, and this is the album for the company to release and do their greatest hits just to get some money. Because like,
damn, that's tough.
Because like because what is this to Aaron Rodgers, Darius Slay, Robert Woods, DK Metcalf, Jalen Ramsey they traded for. So I'm just like what is this? What is the plan here? Because it seems like there's not been a plan since Ben Roethlisberger when did he retire? Look, the Pittsburgh Steelers are perennial, or like a cornerstone of the NFL. Like, this is a historic franchise. And look, I get it. Like, we're the Steelers. We don't need a tank. But my God, at some point, man, I'm not saying tank, but like, you got to put yourself in a position to get one of these. I mean, the as we've said, this quarterback class, I heard it's deep. I don't know how good it's going to be. I think next week we're going to start getting college football games. So, you know, those are going to start ramping up, and who's going to be looking like the top prospects. But they need a quarterback. And, like, you just can't keep running these old dudes. Like, Aaron Rodgers is going to be 40, 41, 42.
Look it up, but yeah.
He's going to be turning 41 or 42 in the season.
Yeah, 42 in December. Yeah.
He's going to be turning 42 in like later in the season.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. Like, I agree. I mean, obviously I agree with everything you said. Like, there's nothing to disagree with. It's a real shame what they're doing. Like, it's very Cowboys-esque, Packers-esque, but it's like that to the extreme, where it's like, we literally refuse to be bad at all costs, even if it means we will never be good. But like, they're also reinforcing a very outdated identity when they do it, right? Like, so here's some stats for everybody. These past 2 years, right, they went 10-7. This data comes from Warren Sharp, so I'm just citing it right there. Some of the most insane data I've seen. The Steelers have won 10 games in each of their last 2 seasons, right? Despite having leads at halftime in only half of those wins. Now, to Warren Sharp, apparently, that has not happened since at least 2000. So, teams that are trailing at halftime in a lot of their games, it's not common for teams to just come back every time, but Steelers end up winning a lot of one-score games because who knows? Who knows how they do it? I still don't know how they do it.
Amazing coaching staff.
I mean, yeah, Mike Tomlin is
I
legit.
love Mike Tomlin.
But here's another stat for you. And this is about their offense right here. There have been 61 teams in the past 5 years to win 10 or more games in a season. The Steelers, in both of these years, 2022 or 2023 and 2024, they were near the bottom of the list in terms of yard per play, success rate, and EPA and offense. They were like ranked 59th and 60th or something like I mean, something crazy in all of those stats. Now, I won't rattle off all the stats. It goes a lot deeper, but like you look at the indications of this team, this should be a 6 or 7 win team. I mean, based off of the product, based off of the statistical data, like everything about them should be a 6 or 7 win team, and they keep squeezing out these 9 or 10 win seasons. But then you go, okay, well, address your offense. Address your offense. They used 5 of their 7 draft picks on defense again this year.
They're the number 1 team in defensive spending.
And the bulk of their big contracts went to defensive players this offseason to just add. I mean, they're like doubling down on this identity. And look, in their defense, they drafted Will Howard in the middle of the draft. So maybe we drafted Will Howard. Like, okay, yeah, you got me. You drafted a backup quarterback. You drafted a backup quarterback. That's fair. And I mean, the other guy was Caleb Johnson, who Caleb Johnson's probably going to be this whole offense. Him and Jonnu Smith and a little bit of Jalen Warren.
And there we go, Arthur Smith and Johnny Smith. You just can't quit them.
For sure.
Played with him in Tennessee too.
I mean, it's just embarrassing. And look. It's not to say this team doesn't have talent. Their defensive line is the best in the league. I mean, it's the best in the league. Like, it's ridiculous how good it is. I mean, you have Alex Highsmith, you have Cam Hayward, a little guy named TJ Watt, I'm sure some of us have heard of. And then the first round pick, it's like, you get a receiver? Nope. You get a quarterback? Nope. What'd you get? We got another defensive tackle. Like, what are we doing? Derek Harmon. I mean, and he comps really well to Cam Hayward, so I mean, this is the spot for him, but it's just like, guys, what are we doing here? And again, like, I don't even need to talk about bringing in Aaron Rodgers, bringing in DK Metcalf, who I mean, just nothing against DK Metcalf. Like, I'm sure DK Metcalf's a cool guy, but like, I just feel like the more, like, as time goes on, I just like DK Metcalf less and less as a receiver. Like,
okay, yeah, that's fair.
He third round pick, I mean, he was a crazy specimen of a player, and he was really good for, he had a couple years in the sun where he was really good, but like, he's literally George Pickens upgraded kind of to a degree, a little bit. I mean, obviously
less antics.
Yeah, the antics, and not as bad, obviously, but like, it's just, I don't get the vision. This team is just, at some point, I need a 5-year plan, y'all. I need a 2-year plan. Like, I will take a 2-year plan, but it's just literally like anything we could do to get those 9 wins squeezed out of a roster that really has no business winning 9 games outside of our amazing defensive line. That's just, I don't know. And look, they got Jalen Ramsey. They got Darius Slay. Like, they got some dudes in the secondary, I guess. But, Juan Thornhill is chilling back there. But I'm so sad about this team.